Hello, no pink here, Tane, person, guy, man, whatever, man here, person. And yeah, today this is another speed drawing art video thing. It's been a while since my last one, been almost a little over a year. My last one was in March of 2016, I believe, when I did that drawing of limestone from MLP. And now I am doing Slimer from the real Ghost, well, just Ghostbusters in general. So, yep, I've said enough about Ghostbusters on my second channel, so may as well not go on about it here. But yeah, this is a slightly different style of drawing from what you're probably usually used to me. I started this off on a kind of a blank piece of paper where I just started drawing random things, and he ended up being there, so on this piece of paper, got some Japanese writing, Caboose's helmet from Red vs. Blue, Steve and Sam, Twilight's Hue mark, a Kiwi saying quack, Peter Venkman, a keyboard, Starlight's obsession with kites, Lizard Eye thing, and the Nope logo, the Schneasel logo, and the Fudge logo, and a train in the water saying choo choo I'm a train. So yep, just some random drawings. And I decided to go over this one just for the purpose of making another speed art video. So in this first part here, I did the outline. It's a lot thicker than my usual outlines, but that's because I was trying something different with the whole piece of paper thing. And yep, right now I'm just going over the color because it's around about this point here. Wait, yeah, I redid the hand first because I didn't like how the hand looked at first. I've always had a bit of a weird thing when it comes to drawing hands because, I don't know, it's just always weird for me. So yep, redoing that, and spent quite a bit of time on that. Then colouring in the green again. It's a slightly darker green from what he is in the TV series, or the movie I should say, in both, because, I don't know, it just looks better like that. And it's around about this time I looked at the time and realised, oh okay, this is a bit late, I should go to sleep now. And then I came back the next day and continued working on it, and right here I'm trying to get Spotify to work to play some music, but yeah, it wasn't working, so I just gave up. So right now, just cleaning up the edges, just going around the outside of all the individual parts. Little spots of green have come through here. And yeah, the outlines are a bit thicker now because as opposed to that shady pencil drawing thingy that I did, because my last few pieces of art, well, my last few drawings that I've done had the more of the thick art look. And also I recently discovered, and I think it was my burning redo drawing, I think, where I discovered that Photoshop has a smudge tool, or well, a blur tool. Yeah, it's a smudge tool. So that's pretty helpful when you want to smudge or make some shadows or contrasting highlights or whatever in your drawings. So that's a thing that exists. And right now I'm going over that with all the parts. Got the tongue here, it's got a bit of the shiny stuff in it, like it's a slightly lighter orange, well, pink. Also, recently found out horses have orange tongues. That explains so much. I always used to be confused when I was watching MLP, just like, why do they have orange tongues? But yeah, I recently found out horses in fact have orange tongues, so there's a little bit of interesting, well, not interesting, there's a bit of random information for you to know. So, yep, just going through the highlighted, or the shadowy areas, talking on Discord. And that's my friend Corbin having fun on my server, just, yep. Well done, Corbin, you're in a YouTube video now. And yeah, that's me using the blur tool. Not a whole lot to talk about in this one, as much as I did in the first one when I did a talking commentary speed art, because I had a little bit more to say about it. And yeah, got the darker parts coming on here. I'm kind of using a bit of a technique that I learned at school in the art class. I actually learned something at school, oh my god. But yeah, there's a thing where if you put in the different colors and stuff, like got a darker area over here, then maybe a bit of yellow in another part to show like sunlight or something, and then you blend that in later, it makes it look more realistic. So I'm trying to do that here, because before, I don't know what I did previously, but it was not that, but it works pretty well. And here, just making the facial features look more more realistic, I guess. There wasn't really a whole lot that I was doing in this drawing, to be honest. It's just kind of, yeah, I just wanted an excuse to make another one of these, so I just drew Slimer from the thing that I'm into now. Ghostbusters, yay. So, yep, just looking at him again, because at this point I realized I drew his nose way too big. Like, I'm looking at the piece of paper where I did it now, and I'm just thinking, how did I possibly mess that up? Now that I think about it, I've got a thing for drawing noses way too big. It happens in a lot of things I draw. Now I'm just adding a bit of opacity. No, that's not what I'm doing. There's a point where I make it more transparent because, well, he is a ghost. He is see-through. And that's a slime ball in his hand, because there is an episode where he had a slime ball, like, I don't know where it came from, but he ended up throwing it, I think. I don't know, it was like the start of Season 3. He's a pretty cool Slimer, actually. I like him. Like, he was kind of weird and, like, he's gotten better over the seasons. For example, Season 1 and 2, you didn't see much of him, but now he's become more of a main important character, and he's actually helping the Ghostbusters, so yep, that's pretty cool, how we've got that going on there. And now that's shinier for some reason, adding all the little glowy effects for the whole, like, gelatinous look, I guess. Making the eyes glow, because glowing eyes look cool, especially when it's a ghost that you're drawing. And at this point I wanted a contrasting background, so I went for a very dark purple look and put orange over it for some reason. I deleted that eventually, yep. And yeah, going back to the old style I had of just, you know, smudging random things together until it looked good. And I think, yep, I went over it again after this and put a bit of a window to contrast it. Like, so it's not just a big blob of purple, there's actually a bit of a background going on. It's not like a Bob Ross background, no. I have done that sort of thing, but that's in my school art class, and here we go. That is Slimer from Ghostbusters. That's a drawing that I did. It's a bit of a different style. I drew it on a real piece of paper, and then I went over it and painted it from there in Photoshop. And yeah, just him throwing a slime ball. Because what else can you do? I mean, can't just have an expressionless ghost, otherwise it's just him there. But yep, if you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. If you don't want to see any more videos, unsubscribe. And I will see you people in the next video or something. Okay, bye, see ya.